Yo guys, what's up? We had to just come over here and grab this real quick. You shout out to Bear Nips. Without him, I would have absolutely no idea where this was. If you were unaware, there was, oh my god, Showdown. I'm aware that that's a game mode that I can play. If I want to play it, I'll play it. But yeah, if you're unaware, before Season 2 was supposed to come out, we were supposed to see a Prada Easter egg. This is not at all what I was expecting. But I mean, it's all right. I mean, it's a cool looking rocket wing. Let's, I guess, see where it is on the gear spectrum. I mean, this was super worth it for me, I guess. It's the, well, wait, its top speed is 62, or this one is 77. When the Prada update came out, we actually saw another stunt added to the game, or at least it looked like there was. The number of stunts went up by 1. And when they said there was an Easter egg, I actually thought it was going to be that, like, Prada pump track snowboard thing. If you don't know what I mean by that, I'll put a clip up right here. There was like this pump track that was Red Bull and Prada. Yeah, when I saw that in real life, I'm like, oh, this has to be what the next little Easter egg stunt is gonna be. So yeah, I was obviously disappointed to see this is what it was. I mean, there's absolutely nothing that Riders Republic did to make anybody expect that was what it was gonna be, to be honest. But just with that extra stun and it being a Prada Easter egg, that's just what I assumed it was going to be. Anyways, let's get into this May community update. Riders Republic is not abandoned and is far from it. And while this new season had a big focus on the new Showdown mode, if you're more into riding solo, new content tailored to you is also coming, like the leaderboards, the BMX career, new weekly challenges and rewards, and more. We have seen a few comments from players who have been confused about the naming of the seasons, the BMX launch date, and our overall year 1 plan milestones. Let us clarify everything. Now it says there's grand opening, winter bash, which they've said have both come and gone, showdown season, which has just entered. Now there's a summer break season, and then the BMX season. Summer break will begin mid-July and the BMX season will release afterwards. They've already said mid-September. And then they add this point here, which just seems kind of silly to me. BMX season will, of course, include the release of BMX gear and career. I mean, that seems kind of obvious, right? Regarding wheelie stoppies and manuals, we're happy to see so many of you loving the latest edition. But you wish they could count a part of combos and tricks to get points. This is planned to come with the BMX season. Stay tuned. So when BMX comes out, we'll see manuals count as a trick and you can link combos together. I don't know if that's going to be exclusive to BMX or if that will just come with all the bikes. I don't really know, to be honest. They don't really clarify that. Mass races. Okay, we're a huge fan of mass races. Let's see what's going on here. As you know, mass races are an ongoing, evolving topic as we fine-tune the formula based on our data, your feedback, and the game's creative vision. When are the brand new mass races coming? Yeah, I thought there was supposed to be brand new. Oh, okay, so the first one is releasing this season on June 15th. The next one will go live during summer break, which is our third and upcoming season. I thought season 3 was BMX. My guess is BMX is taking a little bit longer, and so they're splitting content and creating 2 separate seasons. This is my guess. I don't really know. What about collisions? We're continuing to pay attention to this. We're preparing a small no collision mass race event during the summer, so you can try it out in game. User creations. This is actually something I really haven't even looked into that much. I've played a couple user creations when I've needed to for sponsors or Shack Daddy Bandit challenges. I've never created my own. Maybe we'll create our own in the future. I'll definitely create one for a BMX thing for sure. People's creations have been deleted without notice, and basically they go on to say that when new areas of the map form, that any sort of user created event that goes through that place will be deleted, obviously, because that space has changed. But basically their auto detection system was a bit overzealous with detection, so I'm assuming that basically any user created event within that area, even if it wasn't going through a place that had changed, it seems like they were getting deleted. And then they also say that people's creations are getting mass reported, which means they get an email saying they could get banned, which is just crazy. The future, the team has been working on a lot of new content for the weeks, months, and seasons to come. Fun new ways to interact with each other in the Ridge. What are we going to be able to do? Duo emotes? I'm calling it right now. We can emote together. I can do an emote and you can interact with me. Is that what it's going to be? I can throw up a high five and you can high five me, something silly like that. The release of the Juggernaut and Spider toys this summer. This has to be the most disappointing thing for me. A special collaborative summer event with a purpose. More info to come. Leaderboards, BMX of course, and more. Regarding leaderboards, we're happy to share a first look. So yeah, we got some pictures of what it'll look like. So when you start an event, there'll be a leaderboards mode. This is what it looks like before you actually start the event. So you can see the leaderboard itself with the highest score on that event. You'll be able to browse through the performances of the community. You'll have the ability to select a ghost and ride against it with no collisions. That's really cool. That'll actually be super helpful, right? Like you could go to Red Bull Holy Bike and load up Barham as a ghost, and you can see the line that he takes to get first place, and you can try to match exactly what he does to get an equivalent run time or score, or an even better one. See where you can improve on his run, which is pretty cool. His or hers, you know, who knows. We're looking forward to sharing more about BMX as we get closer to its release. All I can say, if anybody from Riders Republic is listening, dude, if we cannot grind on the BMX bikes, that'll be such a huge disappointment. There's really got to be something that sets apart the BMX. Every BMX game has had that function. If they're planning to add BMX into the game, I'm just going to have to assume that we're going to be able to do that. That's it for May's community update. As usual, we'll keep an eye on the replies and blah, blah, blah. Leave some comments below, which we're definitely going to read through for a minute or two. We got Benny here. Please rework the free-for-all game mode to have 12-player lobby style system with event voting. That would be awesome. Sadly, you spend more time waiting for a race or trick event than actually doing them. And honestly, you rarely ever see trick events in free-for-all. At least I do. And I can't really remember, but has there ever been just a trick playlist? I think there might have been once or twice where it's been like a couple bike trick events and a couple snow trick events, but I feel like even in those they still, you know, sneak in some races. I don't know why they just want us to race only. I would love a race free-for-all playlist and a trick free-for-all playlist. And like what Benny's saying here is, you queue into it, you get into a game, you win. All right, let's vote on the next one, or randomly put us into another event. And if you want to not do that, you could just leave. Someone from Ubisoft actually responds saying they've heard this and that they cannot guarantee it's coming, which is just super unfortunate. Butters on skis and snowboards, I've been hearing that a lot. I mean, it's kind of weird. Like, you could literally just have the same input from manuals and nose manuals on the bikes on the skis and snowboards and just make them butter. We got Carbon here making a pretty good point. He says, at this point, I just want to be able to explore the whole map on a BMX bike. It's one thing that I've been waiting for the most since it's announced, and sadly it continues to get pushed back when it's by far the most requested feature. BMX is going to be a huge pull for Riders Republic. It's been like 20 years since we've gotten a BMX game, and it's crazy to me that so many people want a BMX game. I mean, I love it. I also am one of those people that have just been dying to see a BMX game, and that's going to be a huge pull. But literally around the same time, it's looking like BMX Streets is going to be coming out, which is going to be like Shredders but a BMX game. It's probably going to be better than Shredders, if I'm being honest. That might be a little biased, but. And he also makes a point that why don't the developers focus on this particular community driven suggestion and make it more of a priority. This approach reminds me a bit of Skater XL, where players constantly are asking for, you know, new maps or stats, but the team instead delivers everything but those things. I mean, to be fair, they put out this 1-year content map. They have a set amount of stuff that they're working on and that they're trying to get out in their first year. They're not just all of a sudden going to change it. But it is kind of strange, right? Like, the amount of people I've seen ask for a replay mode, why we don't just see that as an update? Like, that would make the game so much more fun to play if there's a replay mode. Yeah, there's a lot more comments here, but yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to read. The updates that come to Riders Republic are good. We can only keep our fingers crossed, and really only time will tell. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.